From LeftSide-RightSide Games, I'm RDQ Pebbleton, and this is Chalking Points. This week, I've got a question about hair care. Via Twitter, Joseph writes, what's the origin of the word shampoo, and why do the French call it le shampooing? How'd the ing arrive? So, a history of shampoo, or first, a history of soap. We have this impression that the past was a very dirty and smelly place. But the technology of soap is extremely old. Not as old as writing, mind you, but pretty darn old, at least 3,000 or 4,000 years old. There's some evidence of soap in ancient Babylon, and evidence aplenty in ancient Egypt. Simply put, soap is a fat that has been treated with an alkaline solution. So you can take liquid animal fat, or olive, or coconut oil, or whatever you like, and combine them with a lye and water solution, and you get a pretty basic bar of soap. You got the lye from soaking wood ash in water, and then evaporating that solution in an iron pot, resulting in what was called potash, or potassium carbonate. People have been using these soaps, like I said, for thousands of years, but bar soap isn't especially great for washing your hair. It left a weird film, sometimes it burned from too much lye, and standards of hair hygiene have changed a great deal in the past 2,000 years. The 5th century Gallo-Roman poet, diplomat, and saint Sidonius Apollinaris wrote that the German Burgundians that lived in his part of Gaul, quote, spread rancid butter in their hair, end quote. Although that might have been a styling thing rather than a hygiene thing. A way more recognizable and far less gross version of that is people using shea butter for natural hairstyles today. Although shea butter can go rancid after about 18 to 24 months, so, you know, watch out for that. Ladies and gents. Where was I? Oh, shampoo, that's right. So, the word comes from the Hindi shampoo, which means press or massage. It was introduced to English by the Bengali entrepreneur Sheikh Dean Mohammed, who opened a vapor bathhouse in Brighton, a seaside town in England, in 1814. He offered a medicated vapor massage there and became quite famous for it. He called these massages shampooing. King George IV and William IV had him serve as their shampooing surgeon. Now, it wasn't until about 80 years later that shampoo started to refer to soapy scalp massages only. And Joseph, I think the reason that the French call it shampooing is because we used to do the same in the 1870s, and that's when they borrowed the word. It makes sense. In the 1870s, shampoo was only the verb, and shampooing was the noun form. It was only later that we nouned the verb of shampoo, so now the verb is to shampoo, and the noun is just shampoo. The French word for to shampoo is shampouiner. Okay, that wraps it up for this week. Joseph, thank you for your question. To learn more about the games we make, check out our website, lsrsgames.com. Contact me on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, via email, or heck, even right here on YouTube. Until next time, laugh, learn, light up your language. I'm RDQ Pebbleton, and I'll see you around. To learn more about soap, click here to see someone making rainbow soap. I'm not sure I'd use this soap because it's kind of a tie-dye nightmare, but I appreciate the way it looks as it's processed. Different strokes for different soaps. See you next week.